Hey students, this is SLC Katie. This video is about how to make your own thinking putty and also learning the benefits of how Thinking Putty words helps you stay focused, anything like that. It's become very popular, I'd say, in the last 5 years. So I thought doing a program, how to make your own, would be very beneficial and also helpful in these times, you know. So as you can see, I've already made one. It's a lot of fun. I'll get to that, how to show you all that later. But first I want to talk about some basic instructions, how to get credit for this program. So you're going to have to watch the whole video, and the video will include benefits and reasons why Thinking Putty has been very beneficial to multiple types of people. And then I will show you, as you can see the greens over here, I'll show you how to make your own DIY Thinking Putty. And then this program does count for vocational, ES, or elective credit. And I'll explain more at the end of the video how you can get all of that and how you get it back to me. So without further ado, let's go into the slide that I have about the benefits.
Hey students, like I just mentioned here, this is a portion of the video where I talk about the reasons to use Thinking Putty, any benefits to go with Thinking Putty, and maybe talk about my own experiences. This is definitely the ES portion of the video. Now, you still have to watch the whole video, make your own Thinking Putty, and get it to me. Let's send information to me. I'll explain more of that at the end of the video. But this is definitely the ES portion, like I said, of the video. You can find all of this information online. That's where I found it. These points are pulled from different sources, the ones I found the most talked about in all the sources. But like I said, you can search this stuff online. This is just some basic information. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one is stress relief. Thinking Putty can be used as a squeeze toy or stress ball type of scenario. The directions are easy. You squeeze and release it. When you squeeze Thinking Putty, it tenses the muscles in the hand and arm. And then when you release it, that tension leaves those muscles and also helps relieve stress from the entire body. It's very highly recommended for any type of physical stress relief. So that's why it is number one. Number two, Thinking Putty helps improve hand strength and dexterity. This is great for tactile and fine motor skills. And this point also leads into the third point, which is eases arthritic pain. I'm not saying any of you have arthritis, anything like that. It's just that the studies have shown that Thinking Putty, any type of putty, is very beneficial for anyone who has arthritis. It's not a strenuous activity, and Thinking Putty helps stimulate blood circulation in the hands and can reduce stiffness and pain in the hands and any arthritis type pain. So very beneficial. If you know anyone with arthritis, you might recommend to them by using Thinking Putty, stuff like that. Moving on, let's go to point number 4. Thinking Putty helps boost attention. It helps awaken the body, but also is great to stay focused in class or meetings. I can actually attest to this because the SLCs will do training every year, starts in mid-July before the beginning of the school year. We have different training, which is very important, and we obviously want to have that training and be the great SLCs and all that, be resources to all the students. But some of those meetings, some of those trainings can be very long, and it's hard to stay focused. So the last couple of years, actually, SLCs have got Thinking Putty, a common brand that you can find in stores. It's called Crazy Errands, or you can make your own Thinking Putty like some SLCs have. We've used it, and it's been proven that we stay focused more. And it's useful for any type of learner. I'm more of an auditory learner, but even in long meetings, I can lose focus. So the Thinking Putty has actually helped me stay focused. I recommend doing this or using Thinking Putty when you have class. However, talk to your teacher first. It's important to keep them in the loop in the classroom and all of that. So if you have all that approval and all and everything like that, then I recommend using it to stay focused in class or meetings because it's been proven to help boost attention. So let's go to point number 5 then. It's lower anxiety. Using Thinking Putty can be soothing to both muscles and the mind, like I mentioned. Texture is moldable, very soothing to hold, squeeze, tear, etc. Any nervous energy can be quietly released. It helps relax and calm in different types of situations. So this is why lowers anxiety is a point on this list. And then finally, number 6, psychological uses. Psychological uses. like I said, there's been a lot of studies done on how Thinking Putty has been a useful tool for people with ADHD, ADD, anyone on the autism spectrum, etc. It helps with attention, focus, and relaxation. And also it helps just any type of person, like I said, to boost attention, to relax. It's just a fun activity, stuff like that. So now we're done talking about the reasons to use Thinking Putty, and I know you want to get to the portion of the video where you actually learn how to make your own. So let's go to that.
So hey, welcome back from Benefits. Now I get to show you how to make it. First, let me tell you what the ingredients are. So you're going to need school glue. This is really, really big, I know, but plan on doing this program while we're here. But you do need Elmer's glue. The white glue is what is recommended with this recipe. And you need that. You'll also need borax powder. This is detergent booster. I realize, but this helps with the slime activation. You're going to need this. And that is very important. You're going to need whatever food coloring dye you want. You can get these at any grocery store. And same thing with these as well. This is in the baking aisle or craft section I found. And with dye though, you're gonna have to be careful. As you can see, it stained my hands. So either a little bit, or it goes a long way, or use gloves, or just be happy to have stained hands like I do, because I like crafts. So there's that. You'll also need any type of utensils you need. I'm gonna use bowls and spoons, because you're gonna have to mix stuff together. And then you're gonna need water, which will go in this measuring cup. I'll show in a minute. And then any type of container, like I have here, to store it. So let's get started. So first, you're gonna need the glue. You're gonna need 1/4 cup glue. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour that into one of these bowls. And because it's glue, it's taking a little bit. It's not full on liquid. And then put that in a bowl. Scrape it out because it's glue and not a liquid. All that jazz. Get as much out as you can. Close counts. Then you'll add your color dye. I have blue for this one. You can use whatever. But again, be mindful how much you put in. Little goes a long way. So there we go. And then we're gonna mix that to even consistency, so that you really don't see any white streaks because of the glue. And again, if you want this darker, if you want a different color, I have blue for example, but if you want it darker, just put a little more in to whatever desire you want. That's pretty good. So then next, you're gonna need warm water, 1/4 cup of warm water. And so I'm gonna use the sink. But if it's cold, it's not gonna mix with the borax powder, which I'm gonna put in a minute. Wow.
How much water again, Katie?
1/4 cup. Thank you, Christina. And Christina's my camera person.
Hi, guys.
So you put the 1/4 cup warm water in a bowl, and then you will need 1/4 teaspoon, it's not a lot, of the borax powder. And this box gives you problems, but it's fine. There we go. And you put that in with the water, and I'm not gonna pull this up really because it can go everywhere, but you're gonna wanna mix that pretty good until you don't see any powder. Might be a little hard to see, but you'll know what I mean when you make your own. The little crystals powder, you just want that to be more even with the water. So keep stirring, all that good. Might take a little bit. You can also do this in cups. I found like stirring and making it all this, I found it easier to do in a bowl. Let me tell you my cup version though. The putty didn't come out great. So after that's thoroughly mixed, I can talk. You'll put it in with the glue and the food color. And then now you just stir it together. Be careful of splashing, so that's why I have paper towel. And you'll stir this until you really can't stir it anymore. And we're getting close to that. As you can see, it's sticking. You're not gonna get everything out of the bowl from what I found. And then the next step after this, after you can't really stir it, is you're going to get it in your hands, and you're going to knead it and pull it apart and all that jazz. So that's where I'm really at right now. This is going to be wet and slimy, so get used to that texture if you're not, or if you're like, yeah, bring it on, go you. And then you just knead it back and forth. So it will take a little bit. I'm just keep kneading it and stuff like that. Roll it, just keep working at it. At first, like I said, it will be slimy, and you're gonna have to get used to that texture, but you just keep working at it. If you feel like there's any really like weird sticky spots, which I do feel a couple, you can always dip it back in the water to get it wet again, and form it more, which does help. When I've made different batches of this, I've had to dip it back in the water. So just be mindful of that. And this is almost done. So I'll just keep kneading at it until you get the consistency and everything you want. And then you don't want to knead it too much, because then it just won't be the putty that you want. It'll just be weird dough thing that you can throw at the wall, which I don't recommend, and I don't think your parents would recommend that either. So once that's all kneaded, a lot of it off of your hands, you'll see that. You can get any type of container like I have here, just a small ball jar you can get at Walmart. I know they have them at Meijer too, but any type of major grocery store. And as you can see, I'm going here, you can stretch it, you can break it, it'll take a little bit, you break it, you'll be able to bounce it. I'm not gonna do that right now because of an explosion. But yeah, so then you just get your little jar and let it rest for a little bit in there. It'll form. And then I'll go back to the original one I made. It'll look like that. You can just pull it out and you have your thinking putty.
I've played with it, guys. It's pretty legit.
It is pretty legit. So hey, we just finished how to make your own thinking putty. As you can see, I can't put it down because I really like it. But let's talk about how you get credit for this program now. What you need to do is you need to use this recipe. So you have to watch the video, like I said before. And you need to send me like 2 photos, like one maybe showing the process and the ingredients you're using, another one of the final product. Or you can do a video like I have and send it to me, but you need to send it to me via email, which is, my email is knmiller3@bsu.edu. Also in that email include if you want vocational, ES, or elective credit, and then I will respond back to you saying, got it, and you'll get the credit, definitely. This is due, you need to get this done. It's due by next Friday, which I believe is April 10th. At 11:59 p.m. I'm getting confirmation from my camera person, Christina. So it is due 11:59, April 10th. Have fun. I'll see you in my next program.